Hi, my name is Chester Johnson. I'm the co-founder of the Stock Bossip app, and today I'm here with Juan Pedrozo. He is the founder of Money Man Business Solutions. They do bookkeeping work for small businesses and solopreneurs. Today he's going to answer some questions for people that are curious about bookkeeping. Juan, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me, Chester.
All right. So the first question that I'm really curious about is, what do bookkeepers do on a daily basis?
Well, the main job is to create a summary of a company's financial life. In a nutshell, that's the end goal of bookkeeping. Okay, that and these numbers are supposed to ask pretty much any question without having to ask the actual owner or owners of the company. These numbers should be uh, self-explanatory to a point where people would kind of get a glimpse of how the company's doing. But that's the end goal of a bookkeeper. Now, how do we get to that? Right now, there's a lot that goes into that process. Um, Obviously, we have to make sure we're dotting our I's and crossing all our T's. Right, checking out how many accounts a company has. Are there any loans? Your auto, credit cards, lines of credit, etc. Are there members? Are there partners? Wages being paid, distributions coming out. So all these day-to-day financial functions that every business has, one way or the other, different levels, of course. But there's always money coming in and there's always money going out. And our job is to put it in as detailed and simplified as possible. And that's what we're constantly doing every day. What comes in, what goes out, put it in different categories. Because a bank statement does say a lot, but it doesn't always tell you the whole picture. And that's why it's important for us bookkeepers to say the whole picture, to make sure that it is telling the whole picture. So whoever wants to know in terms of how the company is doing.
What is something that you and your team do on a daily basis that maybe an entrepreneur wouldn't even think about that needs to be done daily?
Not everybody checks their bank account every day, believe it or not. There are the transactions of what came in and what went out. I mean, so it pretty much starts with that. Now, obviously, one big thing is how to classify payments. Okay, like for example, a big one is you have a car loan, right? Now, if you have a car loan, you're paying $500 a month. You're not allowed to subtract the whole 550 as a company expense, unless it's a lease. But if it's a finance, you're only allowed to deduct the interest portion of it. So now I have to go into your statement, check how much of the 550 was for interest, how much was to pay down the loan, and distribute that accordingly. And that's one of the things that I see in many business owners where the misconception is, okay, well, I paid 550, so my expense should be 550 when it's not. So little things like that, um, I always see. And as well, even with credit card payments, same thing. You know, you're not, if you paid down your credit card $700, the whole $700 is not an expense. It's the interest portion. And then now you have to now ask your question, okay, you use the credit card, but where's those credit card expenses? Was it for business? Was it for personal? So now these all creates all these other questions that sometimes the solopreneur tends to not, you know, ask right away.
So, Juan, thank you so much for answering these questions today. I really appreciate it. Um, where can people go to find and look for your help?
Well, I mean, we have a website, moneymanbizsolutions.com.
All right, Juan, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Chester. Appreciate it.